Hi, Gina. Hi, Donna. I think it's almost time. We'll meet comfortably seated, cross-legged. I've hit the record button. We're all good to go. If you'd like to sit on a block to elevate your hips, feel free to do that. I'm actually going to do that today because my hips are tight. So just put your block down. Good morning, Sharon. Sharon, you must have been hearing my vibes yesterday. I was thinking about you. Honestly, honest to God, I know you were away and you had stuff going on, but you were in my mind. So you can see I've got the block behind me, kind of like a little wedge, so my sits bones can be down on the block. Good morning, John. Pull the belly in and get a lovely long spine. And we'll just do some nice, easy neck rolls, which are always, I think, needed in the morning. So just drop your chin down to your chest. And then a half circle over to the right ear. And then back to the center and over to the left ear. So we're not looking up, we're just forward. And bring it from side to side. Just keep thinking about one ear dropping to the shoulder. And just give me one more on each side. And then pull back on your knees, pull your belly back and give me that nice rounded back. And then draw the heart through. Exhale round. Inhale forward. And just use your breath and keep going. Thinking about how much can you bring the heart forward and now how much you can round your back. One more of each. And come back to neutral. Right hand to left knee, gentle morning twist. And other side. And back to the center. If you have a block, you can just walk your hands out onto your block and breathe into that lower back. So usually pretty stiff in the morning. So just breathe into anything that's tight. And then slowly walk your hands back up. If you have the block, move the block. And let's come down onto our back. Soles of your feet together. If you'd like, you can put the blocks underneath your knees. Or if you're comfortable, just let your legs open to the side. And let's stretch the arms back, like we're literally getting out of bed and stretching. Remember, if it's too much stress for the outside hips here, you can put blocks right there. Otherwise, just stay. Find our nice inhale, 4. Maybe hold for 4. And exhale. And hold. 2 more rounds of breath. Try to do your box breathing in for 4. Fill up the front of those lungs. Hold. Out. Hold. Last round. In. Hold. Out. Beautiful. Bring your arms back. Bring those legs in. And then just windshield them right and left. Arms can go out to a nice wide T position. And we're going to drop the legs over to the right and just stack your knees. If you'd like to take your right hand eventually on the leg, you can. And look over the left side. Find that inhale. Hold. Out. Hold. One more breath. If you'd like to take your left hand to the diagonal left corner, even more of a stretch there. All the way underneath your armpit, all the way down to that thigh. And gently make your way back to the center with the feet and knees up to the sky. And let's do the other side. You might want to bump your hips to the right a little bit and send your legs to the left. Try to shimmy both shoulders onto the floor. Feet are nicely grounded. Your knees don't have to be. Maybe look over that right hand. Maybe left hand on thigh. And breathe. Feel like your breath is fueling all the way through your body. Maybe that right hand goes to the right diagonal corner. A little bit more of a stretch. One more round of breath. Gently come back to the center. And we're going to cross those knees, left over right. Nice and tight. And hug them in. See if you can flex your feet and bring them forward of the knees and not down with the heels. You kind of stretch your feet forward as you pull your knees in. And you can find a little rock and roll on your back here. If you pull over to the right side and hold it, you'll feel that glute on the left side really strong. And then maybe come back to the center and try that again and hold it. And back to the center. Take your feet down. Let's do a little yoga bridge. So with yoga bridge, you can open and flare out your ribs. So feet are under knees. Lift up. You can take your hands underneath your sacrum. Shimmy your shoulders together and down your back and lift those hips. Trying to reach your knuckles down towards your feet. Nice stretch through the front of the thighs. One more round of breath for me. In. Expand those lungs. Hold. Out. And slowly down. And hug those legs in. And let's do the other side. Cross over the right leg now. Flex your feet. And bring it in. Try for that little rock right and left. And as you go to the left, you might feel the right glute a little stronger. Beautiful. Gently unwind and rock forward. And we're going to meet up on our knees. You need to pad your knees, something underneath. Bring that right leg through. And bring your body forward so knee is over ankle. And stretch the arms up. Maybe goalpost the elbows forward, the wrists come back, and look up. Beautiful. Bring those hands down. Walk your foot out to the right corner. Flex your foot and pull your hips back. And then go over to the left side. Little hamstring stretch, but we're going away from the leg this time. Make sure your knee is nice and soft behind it here, not locked out. Beautiful. Come back to the hands right under the shoulders. Right back to your lizard pose down here now. Keep your left hand and rotate to the right knee. Maybe open the foot like a little book onto the outside edge. And maybe arm up. And back down again. Let's bring that right foot back to the other leg and do the other side. Left leg forward. And step forward enough that you can sink that right hip down. Arms behind you this time. Interlace. Pull your knuckles down to your back leg. Lovely stretch opener, chest opener. And then release. Bring your hands to the inside of your left leg, step it out to that corner and dip it down. And then we come back into that hamstring stretch. Come over to the right side. Try to use your grippy fingers and feel like you're pulling the floor towards you as you take your hips back. Find your breath, let it go to where it's needed. And then when you're ready, gently walk back, hands under the shoulders. And open into that lizard pose. And maybe the toe goes, foot comes open on the foot. And gently down. Come on back onto your knees. If you can, either curl your toes or flatten your feet and just sit on those thighs. Remember, if you have sensitive knees, you can come up here and just kind of lean back a little bit to get the stretch. And you're going to bring both your hands out in front. Right hand's going to stay where it is. Left arm is going to pull back and rotate. And back to the center and switch. Four more times. Two more times. And last one. Nice opening across your body. And walk your hands forward to your quadruped. Let's go into our first down dog. Spread your fingers like a lovely fan. Curl the toes under and lift it up. First down dog, feel free to have nice bent knees and work on your back, getting really long here. And then as you're ready, one heel at a time, alternate down to the mat. Eight, seven, we're going to hold one heel down in 6. Last 3, 2, and pause. The other heel down and pause. You're going to float your right leg up and bring it through to your low lunge. Remember, when you do that transfer, feel free to take the leg and pull it up there. Firm up your back leg. Your hamstring is nice and tight here. Your heel is pressing back. I'm going to do a little gentle twist if you can. Come up onto your thigh. Feel free to stay here though if you don't want to. And then bring your left elbow to the outside of your thigh and give me a prayer and a twist. Keep trying to rotate that beautiful heart towards your hands. Back leg nice and firm. And then gently come back to the center and come back to down dog. And other side. Lift the leg, draw it through. Make sure your feet are nice and hip width for balance. Come up onto that thigh. Right elbow outside of the leg and join me in your twist. Come back. Lovely job. Back to down dog. And let's just hold that nice 30-second down dog. So try to go straight legs, straight arms, straight back, and just breathe here. If you can look back at your heels and make sure you can't see them, they should be behind the toe. Now let's walk back to those toes. Bend your knees. Hold it down. Take a hold of opposite elbows and just sway your body in the breeze. Start to lengthen your legs a little bit more to get those hamstrings stretched out. And then when you're ready, release your hands out to the side, up all the way to the sky. And down to heart center. We're gonna do a little tree pose balance. So when you're ready, you're gonna bring that right foot, you can bring it to the ankle, right below the knee, or above the knee. Just make sure your pelvis is level and you're not hiked up weirdly. And just breathe. Try and open your knee out to the side as best you can. Try to use that nice foot against the inside thigh, nice and strong there. If you'd like to expand your branches, go ahead. And branches come back in again. See if we can take that knee and bring it out, give it a little squeeze. And put it down. Shake it out. Let's go to the other side. When you're ready, again, you can go here, heel to above the ankle, below the knee, or higher. Try to open that knee out. If you're on very squishy flooring, if your mat's really squishy, that can be hard for your balance. Expand your branches if you'd like. Keep resetting. Not normal to be a tree unless you're a tree. If you fall out of it, it's okay. I'm very inspired by all the trees around me right now. And slowly bring your knee into your chest. And place it down. And shake it out. Awesome job. Let's do a swan dive. Arms up. Swan dive down, bend your knees, and we're going to come to a plank. So just bring your hands underneath your shoulders and step back. If you need to bring the knees down, feel free to do it on your knees. Any wrist issues, come down onto your forearms. Firm up the belly. Draw the tailbone down towards the mat. For 4, 3, we've got single pigeon coming in 2, and I'll show you the option. You're going to go onto your back to figure 4 stretch if that's not for you. If it's for you today, right knee in, right knee to the outside of the mat, and we come here. If you don't want to do that version, you're here. I'm going to do single pigeon. You do you. And let's stay up on the fingertips this time for a little bit. If you're on your fingertips, your hips should be facing the front of the mat, and you could even bring your hands to your hips. And then put them down again. Stay up nice and high, coming down to the elbows if you like, in about 1 round of breath. If you'd like to come down a little lower, come down to the elbows and make fists on top of each other and rest your forehead. This feels really good today to me. I hope it does to you, Rosie, as well, from yesterday's class. Whew, a lot of strong glute work yesterday. One more round of breath and we'll make our way out of here. So slowly make your way back up to straight arms first. Coming out of this pose is important how you do it. You're going to curl your back toes under, lift your back leg's knee, and then you can come back to plank and just kind of walk out your knees a little bit. And then we're going other side. If you're doing figure 4 other side, you know where you're going. Otherwise, bring that left leg through. Make sure your left knee is on the outside of your left hip, all the way over there. And again, maybe you can try and come up for a hot second. Check your hip points are forward. And then reset your hands down. Look back at your right leg. Make sure the knee and all 5 toes are on the floor. And you're totally welcome to stay up here and not come any lower. But if you'd like, come on down. Make a little pillow for your forehead and relax. One more round of box breathing. In for 4. Hold. Out. And gently make your way up to the straight arms. Curl your right toes under. Lift your right knee up. Come back to plank. And just walk out those legs. And we're going to come to a forearm plank. So come back down to the elbows and hold. Again, option to have your knees down, pull the belly in, squeeze your tailbone towards your knees, or your knees are lifted. Trying to draw those shoulders away from the ears and flat across your upper back. In for 4. Hold. Out. And down to your belly. Beautiful. Sphinx pose. Elbows under shoulders. Nice heavy hips. And you're just shining that heart forward. Now let's go back to child's pose. You can keep your legs nice and parallel where they are if you like. Or you can open your knees to the side. Whatever you'd like. And one more time, float it forward. Come back down onto your belly, and we'll just try a little cobra. So when you go from Sphinx, cobra is just bringing the hands and replacing the elbows. And then you squeeze your angel wings in, and you push your pelvis down, you push your feet down, and you rise. And again, you're looking straight forward. Come on down and rest your head to the right side. And then press up one more time. And then come down and put your head to the left side. And make your way back to child's pose. You can take your knees out wide on this one if you like. And we'll end in child's pose unless you'd like to flip it over for your Shavasana or any other expression. You can take your legs up the wall, get the blood to go in the other direction. That's a lovely one too. And just completely relax wherever you are for a few minutes. I do have a little announcement. I'm changing this class. It's going to be 8:15 on Tuesdays, but it's going to be about 15 minutes of bar and then 30 minutes of stretch starting next week. So sadly, my complimentary offering is going to end today, but please come in for a little longer class with some bar moving forward. You'll see that information on the e-newsletter. I had a lot of requests for an early morning class when I sent out my little inquiry. So the only place I can put it is right now, 8:15 Tuesdays. I will leave you to enjoy the music for a few minutes. Please enjoy. And Sharon, you can always put those legs up against the couch if you'd rather have them on something. Wherever you're comfortable, just enjoy. Namaste. I hope you've really enjoyed the complimentary series. You know, all these classes are on YouTube. So everything we've done in the last gosh knows how long, it's there for you. Complimentary moving forward. Namaste, beautifuls. Stay where you are, 10 breaths at least.